Warning: the following podcast contains violent scenes that may be unsettling to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised. In the year 1848, the Industrial Revolution is just starting to impact the world. Among these new fantastic innovations came the rise of snake oil salesmen promising to cure everything from cholera to baldness. For the immortals of the night, this means nothing until one such tonic begins poisoning them. Now antidotes and alliances are being sought out. One such alliance consists of Lord William Pelham, an Astamite played by Adam, Augustus Rogers, a gangrel played by Andrew, Herschel Buckman, a Tremere played by Chris, Amir, a Setite played by Slavic, and Joaquin is the storyteller. Diluted is a Vampire the Masquerade story that takes place in the Victorian Age vampire setting. If you wish to contact us, you can reach us on Twitter at twin_cities_VTM or on Facebook at Twin Cities by Night. We hope you enjoy.
So you all wake up and you want to order by humanity tomorrow. You want to do anything before, and you wake up and you find that there's a storm blowing in.
I look at the two alphas and just kind of be like, do you suggest we get on the train as soon as we can? How many have we got on the train now or around this time with the estimated arrival to Bristol?
Okay, so
around what time?
From here to Bristol, it'd be about a 5-hour journey-ish.
5-hour journey? Oh, yeah. So then we'll have it'll be like midnight or whatever, right?
Yeah, but because right now it's like about 6:30-ish, 7-ish, almost.
Okay.
Pelham gets a solid hour or so on us, doesn't he? I'm at 5.
I'm not sure. I wasn't really clear about. Yeah, so if you want, you can have. I'd say you can get up around 6-ish for Pelham. So do you want to do anything before all the rest get up, or?
He'll go down and send a few telegrams relating to his estate and his personal business affairs. Take care of some random business.
All right. Anything else? Is that it?
No, that's it.
All right. So the rest of you. So you wake up and you see us, and it's there's like a fresh coat of snow, and you see that it's still falling even during this night. What do you do?
Oh, well, first I spend my blood point.
Oh, yep. Everyone loses a blood pool point.
And then I make sure that I am properly attired and well dressed, as I am usually. The fortunate thing about being dead is that you don't stir in your sleep, so your clothes are nice and fresh, crisp.
And no sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah? That's good.
Yes. So I always look.
So obviously, despite being dead, you smell a lot better than most people.
Yeah.
We don't smell bad.
That's better than That's better than most people.
So, standard routine. I'll take some oil and brush up my mustache and, just do my self-grooming before we have to convene and, meet up to get on the train or whatever.
All right. Any visits to a certain woman and her husband on your side?
Oh, Quinn, you're tempting me, but I look at my two alpha companions. I'm like,
I don't care anymore. We're not on the train.
What time does our train leave?
Let's say about 7:30-ish, 8.
And what time is it now?
By the time you get up, by the time you get up, it's about 7-ish. So yeah.
Oh, I don't have enough time. I'd be pushing it. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, unfortunately, that opportunity is going to have to pass.
All right. So you bid the small inn and the train station adieu as your train departs. Do you want to discuss anything before you actually arrive in Bristol, or what do you want?
Yeah, I want to look at Pelham and be like, so since we are going to be arriving tonight, what exactly is our plan? I know that in Bristol, the brothers have a branch of their business there, an estate, and is that going to place that we're going to look at?
I believe our first order of business will be to find lodging.
Yes.
And then once we square ourselves away in our new location, if any of us need to feed, we'll take care of that. And then when we are sufficiently prepared, we will go and investigate this property.
Yes. I just hope we don't take too much time getting settled and too much time feeding.
I'm going to ask the locals about the locale for going in and checking it out ourselves. It's best to get a feel for things through the common folk. They tend to know things that others do not.
But the common folk are not as powerful as us. Someone of our
They're
might...
powerful in their own way.
I do not have time to go speak to any pennyworth peasant who may walk the streets hoping they can glimmer us some knowledge where we know this is located.
Local rumors and hearsay may provide us with some insight regarding what it is we are looking for.
Lord Pelham, I am very stricken by whatever ails our kind due to what these brothers have done to us. Meaning that I do not know how much time I have. Do you understand?
I understand your predicament. However, if we act rashly, your predicament may become everyone's predicament.
I want to...
Which is something that's avoided.
I want to take a moment as he's saying that. I start unrolling my sleeve and just showing like the full length of my forearm. And I'm just going to gesture like right in front of him and let him see like the white veins start forming on my arm and just look you in the eye and just say, "You're not the only one. Please have patience."
How do my veins look to like what he showed me?
I think yours are definitely worse than his. Like it's much more detailed. Like
I'm at 5. You're at 6.
Oh, you have 5? Oh, okay. So they look similar, but okay.
Yours is definitely much more progressed. His is like visible, but yours is like detailed. And how, if you like look closer into the skin,
I kind of just like breathe out of my nose loudly and look out the window of the train as it, at the snow.
You are not alone in this. All right, we are all working to resolve this situation as soon as possible together for a reason. And so, your life is not the only one that hangs in the balance.
I turn to look at him, and I look back out the window.
So the train this time around is uneventful, and no one really approaches you, requesting occult knowledge. And so you arrive into Bristol about 12:30ish.
I was just saying I'm following Pelham and Rogers, just kind of like walking behind them.
We're not taking like a lot of luggage or anything, are we?
You didn't specify any, like, you didn't say that, so I don't think.
Well, I know I did. I just took like a briefcase and that was it, with like one change of clothes. But I'm gonna wear the same jacket and everything. I'm just wondering if.
Oh, I'm wearing the same stuff. I didn't bring any change of clothes or anything. Just have my cane and my jacket. You know what I mean? And
I have my traveling clothes and it's effectively an overnight bag.
Okay, so we're traveling light. We're not expecting a long stay, or we don't need a lot of things. I just asked so that just a visual of us getting off the train. Do we need to like pay someone to help us or whatever? I don't know. We're good, right?
Yeah, you didn't really specify. Yeah. Now, if you're about like a whole bunch of supplies, then yes. You arrive, and the first thing you know is it's a port city. Especially today, it's very, very busy. A lot of the business is centered around the port, and even from the train station, you can tell like you can smell the air of the sea. And the sound of the waves off in the distance, and the snow just continues to fall. What do you do next? You said you want to introduce the end for like lodgings.
Yes, I'll hail a cab and have them take us to the best lodgings in the area.
All right, they do so. You take you to like a very nice inn, very comfy. Actually, they actually got gas lamps. Ooh, fancy.
I nudged at Meredith and I say, not only does a good sense of humor come with these two, but fine lodgings, it seems.
All right, so you get all settled up. They give you a room that's on the interior, away from the sun, and so you have the rest of the night. What do you do with it?
I will go and walk about the town, see what there is to be seen.
Yeah,
so you just join him.
See if there's any ladies of the evening whose services I might procure.
All right, so for that, if you looking around, you just see like a lot of businesses centered around the shipping and trade, and a fair amount of cathedrals and churches around the area. And as for Lady of the Night, give me a roll for that. Let's say perception and what do you think? Just perception?
Streetwise?
Streetwise, yes.
Let's see here.
That was the thing. Difficulty.
Drugs and hookers, man. Drugs and hookers.
Give me difficulty 7 because you're not familiar with this city. You don't know the ins and outs.
There'll be 1 success.
All right. So with 1 success, you do manage to find someone who's not doesn't look too bad.
Excellent. I will procure her services in a convenient darkened alley nearby.
Since I said I was accompanying him, I'll be his spot man. It'd stand out and watch, make sure nobody's coming around, that kind of thing. I don't mind. Whatever.
All right. So as you lead around, she's like, "It's a bit cold to do this outside, don't you think?"
Not at all. And he will touch her face, pull her into kiss. He'll make his way from her lips to her neck, and then he will bite.
All right.
And let the kiss do the thing.
So, yeah. How many are you going to take?
3.
So, what are you up to now?
13.
So, you take that, and do you just leave her there, or what are you going to do?
I'll pay her. Walk her to the nearest bar or tavern.
She's a bit wobbly-legged from the blood loss, and she's like, all right. Thank you.
Let's have a drink, my dear.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I'll say, Pelham, Lord, did you even leave her in a state to have a drink?
She is in the perfect state to have a drink.
Gotta replace that blood somehow.
I'll get her a seat at the table and order her...
Goodness, the woman can barely walk. What have you done to her?
Something reasonable.
Saying this out loud to make it, obvious, oh, hey, this guy had a good time,
So, yeah, people just sort of, glance at you and yep, that's usual. Business as usual. They don't really give you a second glance.
Okay.
That's the intention.
Once she has her drink, I'll make sure she enjoys a few sips of it, and then we'll continue on our way.
So, okay. By the way, Amber and Buck Herschel, what are you two doing while this is going on?
I think we decided we're going to go walk about the city on our own and kind of see if anything occult-wise stands out, see any occult shops, anything to that extent, you know what I mean? Just somewhere we could maybe try to have
so
a
are you
conversation.
actively looking for a shop, or are you just walking around and see, and if you happen to notice it, you find it?
What do you think, Amir? Do you think we should actively look for one or just walk about and see if anything stands out?
Walk about, ask about elixirs and the like.
Have a discussion talk with each other while we're doing it, you know what I mean?
All right, so if you're going to do that, then give me a perception streetwise difficulty 8, just because you're not trying to do anything specific. You just
okay. I just have perception. All right, so I'll roll perception.
Wait, is it the ability that if you don't have it raises difficulty, or is that
it's skills?
Oh,
it's a talent.
Okay,
yeah, it's a talent, so it doesn't raise difficulty.
All right. So yeah,
And 1 success.
1 success. How about you, Herschel?
Ooh, 1 success.
So with 1 success each, you do manage to hear some words that, there is a it's a kind of brewery thing going on for a tonic somewhere out east of the city, out in the country, more of the countryside, near the coast.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I kind of, how far is that from here?
They tell you it's about 25 miles ish. Just it's out of town, out of the way, and a bit isolated.
Now, can I look for an occult shop now, specifically since we kind of got that, but look for.
All right, give me the same.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, give me the perception 7, streetwise again, but difficulty 7 because now you have a target in mind.
0 successes.
2 successes.
You find a shop. It's decidedly more Indian looking than Egyptian. It's it's got all the Hindu gods and stuff on it.
I look at Emir before we go in, and I just kind of stop in the snow, and I look at him, and I'm like, this has been on my mind this whole trip since that evening we spent together.
Speak, my friend.
Couldn't help but feel guilt somewhat for what we did.
Sacrifices are necessary in this life, and by sacrificing this man, we have made a bond with each other that will help us move and work towards a greater goal. I understand that it is not easy, my friend, but you must relinquish these shackles that hold you down, and so you can truly accept your potential.
Yes, I put myself at great risk doing this, so I'm sorry to show weakness for a moment there, but
I understand. And perhaps after all this is over, you could join me in a trip back to Egypt, and I could show you the truly marvelous things back home.
yes. But before that, let's see what the marvelous things that reside in this shop are.
Yes, indeed.
I kind of open the door and walk in.
All right, so a small bell rings, and you see a shopkeep looks Indian, and you see a whole bunch of trinkets and stuff, sort of similar to what you have, Amir, but totally different. But, obviously it's a lot Indian.
Does anything in this shop stick out other than, like, Hindu religious symbols? I mean, meaning, like, can I do a roll or something and see if, like, oh, that's different, you know what I mean? Or that sticks out like a sore thumb.
I think it would be intelligence and occult.
Difficulty 6?
Yes.
1 success.
0 successes.
So, you do manage to find one small trinket in the corners. Basically, it's sort of like, it's like a, you notice it's an Assamite artifact. It's a small knife.
Shopkeeper, how much do you want for this knife?
For this one, sir, it's very, very, very traveled long way. It's 1 pound.
Yes, so I sort of look at him and I activate the power. What was its name again? Basically, Serpent is 1, which makes basically what it does is that he can't move or do anything.
All right.
Eyes of the Serpent. Setite's eyes become gold with large black irises, finds himself strangely attracted to him. A mortal who meets the vampire's beguiling gaze is mobilized until he takes his eyes off his mortal victim. The person is frozen in place. So I'll pocket the knife and slowly walk out of the shop backwards.
All right.
I'm kind of like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, this is not what I had planned. I'm like looking at like this going on and slowly like backing out, scared a little bit, like, because this is not what I thought we were gonna talk. But okay, cool. I'm backing out, trying not to stumble over things.
All right, so you will leave the shop, walking backwards.
What was that? What was that you did? I'm sure we're walking at a brisk pace, like away.
As you do that, actually, give me a perception and alertness roll.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 7.
I botch.
You focus is you don't even notice like a small pothole and you chip.
Jesus. Difficulty 7?
Yes.
I didn't get any successes.
You don't notice anything.
So I'm like helping him up.
Yes.
Wait, get up, man. What did you do back there? And I'm like looking back at the shop, like I think we're walking. Well, you stumbled. I'm like helping you up. Get up.
Yeah. Yes, I'm going.
I'm like pulling you in an alleyway. Like, what was that?
This was one of the powers of my clan, where we entrance a mortal or an immortal with our gaze. Though entrancing an immortal is much harder. The kind have no defense against it.
But
it makes healing very easy.
I was going to
However,
ask you,
the knife?
Yes. I hope that knife was worth it, because I was going to try to get information from that man.
Yes. This knife, you see, is of Assamite origin.
And I kind of just like look at the knife. I'm looking down at the knife. What would you wish to do with this?
I think it would make a suitable gift for Lord Felhelm, don't you think?
Are you saying that you're going to try to bring Lord Pelham into the fold?
Oh no, I don't think that is even possible. So it would make me very glad if he would to join us. But I think some goodwill with him would go a long way.
How about you let me give that to him? Seeing that you guys are predispositioned into having conflict, animosity.
Yes. Yes, I think he would. that is quite possible. He might be more receptive to yourself.
Yes, and for the record, I could have bought you that, Emir.
I could have bought it myself, but I do not believe that mortals should have claim to such things.
Yes, it was just him that is watching over that shop.
Perhaps we should mark this place in case the others want to visit.
Yes, we will. We should make haste back to our room. I'm sure there's a shopkeeper who has some wild tales to tell of a skill and ability that hopefully you will show me one day.
Yes, it is. Yes, definitely. I think once all this is over, I could teach you the basics.
Nice, indeed. Let's go, quick. Back to the room.
Yeah.
All right. So you're there, and Mr. Rogers and Pelham, do you head back there, or do you have anything else planned for the night?
I don't have anything specifically planned aside from feeding. Although, if there's anything in particular that we overhear in our travel that might be of use, I'll make note of it.
All right. So for that, give me a perception, alertness, difficulty 8.
I was mostly acting as the second, so I don't think I'd be paying much attention to our surroundings except for that brief moment whenever I was like watching and making sure that nobody was coming up on
All right.
him having his
So
time.
Give me the roll, Pelham.
That's one success.
All right. So you do hear that. If you hear some, like, you notice like some Irishmen just from their voices, they say speaking about. There's supposed to be like a new shipment almost ready to be shipped. They don't really mention what it is exactly. They just mentioned that it's almost ready, and we should hire some more men.
Ooh. When I hear that, I will get Roger's attention. This may pertain to what we're investigating.
What?
These gentlemen are discussing a shipment that is almost ready to be sent out, and they need to hire more men. And they have suspiciously Irish accents.
Yes. Fuck the Irish. I'll walk over to them. I want to try and play like I am a little like drunk and stumbling a bit. Hey, how's it going?
How can it's going fine, sir? Can we help you?
My ears must deceive me. I thought you were looking for people to work. I need a job.
They look at your clothes like, I don't know if you prefer this kind of work, sir. It requires strong hands and long hours in the sun.
I can do that. My friend here, we like as much as we can get.
What my inebriated associate is trying to express is that we do have some hands for hire. We couldn't help but overhear your need for additional men.
Yeah, what he said.
Okay. They again look at your clothes like, how come 2 men just finally as you coming to work for dockhand work? It's menial stuff, nothing for the likes of you.
Oh, I wouldn't be performing the work myself. I happen to run a number of businesses. One of my businesses involves a lot of manual labor, and I'm always willing to contract out for a reasonable fee.
We know some guys.
Okay. They talk amongst themselves like, we might be able to get you to talk to someone about that. We can't speak for the business, sir. not quite our place.
Very well. Well, why don't you bring mention of my offer to your employers, and we can meet back here tomorrow evening. My affairs in this city will keep me quite busy throughout the day. Many, many appointments. Gentlemen, meet me here tomorrow evening. My name is William. It will be a pleasure to do business with you.
Well, they take the card and sort of just look it over, we'll let you know.
Well, I don't give them a card.
I was like,
they took his card. Okay.
I got
They take Roger's card. They just look at it we'll get back to you, William. We'll let them know.
Thank you.
Yeah, y'all have a good night.
And so as they say apart, you hear one of them whisper to each other, all that money on booze. They think they could send food overseas, but they can send food across the country, but no fools. They just walk off.
I'll turn to Rogers. I'm not sure if them knowing your name is a wise idea.
That's why I offered him up yours, but it didn't work, did it?
Nice try.
It was not an attempt to subvert you. It was just trying to play a role.
Fair enough. We'll see what comes of it tomorrow evening. But at the very least, we might be able to use them as a lead-in to some other contacts on the docks.
Well, if you've had your fill of the evening's desires, I suggest we head in before the sun comes up.
I agree. To our room, then.
So you go back and you all meet up back at your room. So things on you. Anything you want to discuss?
Lord Pelham.
Yes?
I have a gift for you.
And what might this be?
Well, I kind of stand up. I thought, since we've traveled together and we seem to have a bond here, that I would show how appreciative I am of your leadership, of your guidance through this difficult time. I want to apologize for my ill manners that I showed on the train earlier. I felt what better way to apologize, and then I kind of pull whatever the knife wrapped up and motion it forward, is to give you something you could add to your collection for your clan.
Pelham will reach out, he'll take it, he'll unwrap it, he'll examine it for a moment. Thank you, this is much appreciated.
And I do hope you remember that this gift I bestowed upon you was not easy to come upon, or put myself at great risk. I conquered many obstacles and challenges to come across it.
That is understood. I come bearing some news regarding our purpose here. It seems that there is a shipment that is ready to be sent that requires some hands to work.
Oh, that's funny you mentioned that, because we heard of a batch that is being created. Was it a state or a factory on the east there? East, about 25 miles east?
Yeah, they mentioned there's some kind of brewery or something. They weren't sure what the word was for the thing out east. And you know that it correlates with the previously mentioned the notes before.
Yep.
And through what strange mystic arts do you come by this information?
The same mystic arts that win me the hearts of women. I just kind of smile. Thankfully, though, that was just me and other that were going about here, where I might have found it to be difficult with certain people in our company.
I do know these arts you speak of. Charisma goes a long way.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? I kind of smile warmly. So what direction are we taking? I look at Pelham.
We're looking for a liquid, so I think both avenues of investigation are worthwhile. We've set up a meeting with these Irishmen at a bar for tomorrow evening. Let's all four of us go to that. Yourself and Amr can be the hired hands, or an example of the hired hands, a foreman from my fictitious operation in this regard. And let's see if we can learn more about the shipment that is being sent. And based on the results from that, if it seems like we have a lead and that the shipment that the Irishmen are referring to is indeed this elixir, we will go down that avenue. If that does not pan out, we can go and take a look at this brewery.
Yes, an excellent idea, but sir, and I kind of show my hands. My hands, the soft, pudgy fingers that are non-calloused palms. I've not been used to work, but I can play representative of a fine Egyptian workforce who I'm right here represents.
You're a foreman. You don't have to do the dirty work yourself.
Thank you. I just wouldn't want to ruin your facade that you built in this situation. So, yes, sounds like a good plan to me. Amir, does it sound good to you?
Are there any thoughts, Amr, Augie?
No, you had the exact same idea that I did. So.
Right, then let us take our rest and proceed in the evening.
All right. You do so, and the next night arrives. So you all get like another willpower point back. Because all the 2 days you have 2 willpower back, Herschel. So nice. I think just because of the day's trip. So I think aside from Herschel, I think we should all be back up to full.
Oh, should it? Okay, sweet. I was at 4 actually. To be honest, I would love to take one extra one, but
so I only have 4. How much willpower do you have right now?
4 out of 5. Yeah.
So yeah, you're all aside from you, you're all back up to full.
Right.
Yeah, and then another willpower point, blood pool point down for everyone. So, do you want to take any steps to help convince the Irishmen that you want to dress Amr up in like poor clothes, or what do you want to do? How do you want to make this meeting go by?
I would love to see Amr dressed up in something other than what I've seen him every single time. It'd be quite amusing for me.
I mean, he can make his robes work. I don't think they're like, you know what I mean? He could just be like, hey, I'm not at the workforce right now. I'm just wearing my robes. You know what I mean? He used optics. Oh, never mind. That's not the character. I'm sure Amir has his ways to convince someone that he's, you know what I mean, of a working force.
If you gentlemen would prefer to present yourselves in a managerial capacity.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. I could play a manager very well. Matter of fact, I do consider myself a manager of sort. Just of people's chakras and their ability to tap into the unseen vein that surrounds our reality.
I would recommend you keep those theories away from the common man. Whenever you're discussing work, it's better to appeal to your audience.
Of course, yes, of course. You'd be surprised at my abilities.
Yes, I have been quite surprised.
I just kind of smile, forced politely. All right then, shall you hail us a cab, sir?
Let us be off then. We'll get down.
Are we getting Amr to like dress up at all, or is he going like normal, going full on stereotype, or are you doing something else?
I think I dressed down, but like not too much.
Yeah.
Sort of like the rest of us.
Yeah, I guess.
We dress down, but not too much. We want to still show off our status a bit.
Yeah, I could be the foreman, and he could be like the designated representative of the working force. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, there we go.
Overseer or something.
So you head down to this local pub, and you want to. Okay, so the Irishmen are the 2 men you met the other day are there, and a third man is right there. He's a bit older. He's like got graying hair, very tan face. It's like.
Do any of them look like the picture? I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, none of them look like the picture you saw of the O'Connell brothers. All
right.
How busy is this place?
This place should be fairly busy. So yeah, it's fairly buzzy with activity.
Okay, my first order of business is to take a good look at the older gentleman and check out his aura with 1 success.
He's human.
Okay.
I didn't even think about aura perception. Is it perception empathy difficulty 8, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me try it here.
These guys are all doing their like vampiric, like I'm looking at things, and I want to kind of lighten the mood in the bar. So what I'm going to do is whenever we get here for a little meeting or whatever, they're going to go over there and meet with these guys, talk to them and everything. I'm going to go over to the bartender and kind of take him aside and be like, hey, look, next 2 rounds, everyone on me.
Yes, sir. Okay, do you have the coin with you?
Oh, yes, I do. I'll take out some notes.
Oh, yes, sir. Everyone, drinks on two next 2 rounds are on this gentleman.
And amidst all the cheering and stuff, I'm just go over to the seat with the rest of them. I want let's get some levity going in here, you know?
I could, so this is how you conduct business. I think we might have a beneficial relationship. So, now that we have levity out of the way, let's get down to business.
Yes, it's my understanding that you're in need of men to help.
Yes, we have a ship that's being loaded and sent over to Dublin, across the way. But the problem is right now we have some men who need some more men to, transport this stuff onto the ship.
Sorry to interject. I got 3 successes with door perception. I just want to know before the conversation continues.
Okay, so he's human and he is mostly light blue, which is calm, and a little bit of a violet side to it, which is is excited. So he's calm, but he's like, this could work.
All right, thank you. I'm sorry, Mitch. I didn't mean to interrupt you, man.
No, that's fine.
So yes, we need some men to haul the cargo. It was quite a diverse thing. We got some lumber, we got some food, which we desperately need, and some medicine for Dublin.
Medicine.
When is this shipment expected to go out?
The next couple of days. We are loading either by tomorrow night or the night after that. We've had most of this. We got a good chunk of it at the end of the way, but some more men would help expedite the process.
Good sir. And I look at Mitch. May I speak up on about the workforce, sir? I'm kind of like. So, your name, and I stick out my hand. My name is Matthew, and your name, sir?
Gregory. He shakes your hand.
Gregory, how goes it? Looking for a great workforce, right? My men are, I think, what you are looking for. Do you happen to know any people from the London area? Right here.
I know some men who work in that area.
Mohammed over here. I smack him on the back a little more gently, like I'm talking down to him a little bit. You know what I mean? Him and his workforce, great reputation in London. Men work excellent. Matter of fact,
very hardworking people. Yes.
Yes, very hardworking. Matter of fact, did a huge job. We've done everything from what you name a company in London. We've worked with them. We've worked with, and I just list off some big companies, and I slip in there like the Connery brothers in the middle of it. You know what I mean? We've done great work for them. So. If you ever want to look for a reference to any of these companies, feel free. You can tell them my name. We are excited to come into Bristol.
What is your name, sir? I didn't quite catch it.
Oh, Matthew McFarland.
Thank you, Matthew. We will certainly look into this.
So yes, and let's not even talk about looking. Let's talk about you. Seem like a man who's genuinely interested, right? I mean, you're in dire need of work, right? Who has time? I mean, while you're doing that, I'm willing to extend you our workforce, give you a little taste in your current help, maybe broker future relations.
Really? You can do
Muhammad over here. Oh, yes, Muhammad over here. And I'm like, he has great control over his people. They're kind of heathenistic a little bit, but he's somewhat educated. I make sure that the people that I pick to lead them, they know their stuff.
They know
a few cracks of the whip. We'll get them moving.
And a couple of Catholic lessons, good old, you know what I'm saying? Catholic school lessons on them. Gets them working nice and perfect.
They know their way around these kinds of waters. It's a lot different than the Mediterranean.
Yes, they do. And if they don't learn, we make sure they learn, if you know what I mean. Crack of the whip and all. Boss over here, he doesn't like us having any lazy workers, if you know what I
mean. That's good.
Yes. Mind you, it's a voluntary workforce, though. Does this guy look Irish by chance in his background?
The Gregor, he doesn't sound particular. He sounds you can't really taste where he's from, but it's not distinctly Irish. He sounds like maybe some other province of England.
Would it be possible to try and place his accent? Yes. I know that a lot of British people are very, very capable of placing accents.
Okay, yes. Give me a roll.
What would you like for that?
Give me intelligence. Is it linguistics, one of them?
Okay, I don't have linguistics.
Give me intelligence then. You can just make a guess. Difficulty 8.
Okay.
Just even if you can't see the place scientifically, you can say I've heard people from this. I'll say you have that. It's not much.
Okay, well I have one success.
With that, well, you can tell he's definitely more towards the northern part of England, okay. which is closer to the border between Ireland and England. It's
not something that I would immediately he's Irish and
no, he's not Irish. He's like in the sort of similar area, but not Irish.
Mm-hmm. I'm just taking a step back because my strategy didn't pay off. It didn't go the way, you know what I mean? I was hoping it would, so I'm just kind of taking a step back next to Amir now, letting the businessmen do the talking again.
Oh, no, you were doing your thing. You're doing it good.
I was trying to, out of character, what I was trying to do was throwing the Connolly name in there, throwing a couple Irish Catholic things to kind of warm them up and get them to be you know what I mean? But I take it's not bringing up anything from him, or I didn't get any reaction from him when all that happened, did I?
Yeah, no, he's really more you're saying all the buzzwords, but can men actually do the work?
Yeah, he's doing the work thing, so I'm going to back off and be yeah, I said our men are capable and they're hard work and stuff like that.
Allow me to ask a few questions myself. I'd like to know, I want to make sure this work is stable business that we can get involved in, something that's not going to just suddenly dry up. Is these dock workers that we have, are they going to be staying busy? Is this something we can guarantee? What kind of contract are we looking at?
Yes, we got a fair amount of business. Yeah, of the medicine thing that we've been handling some of that stuff. Yeah, especially around this time. You mentioned people say the word cholera one time, and suddenly there's a whole rush of all those new medicines and tinctures all over the place. We've been lucky enough to handle a lot of the business with people selling that sort of stuff.
And where would we have to distribute our workers so that these medicines and things can be properly moved? What kind of workforce are you looking for?
We could we'll see how many men you have. Let's see. Okay, how many do we need? Because right now we have a good. So I know we especially they don't know some of the men we ship for, they have their own men load up the carts at their stations. They bring it to us. I know, for example, the Connell brothers. They sold some medicine to us. They have their own men. They have a couple wagons full of stuff over here. Then we have our men load up to the ships. So yeah, considering we have about 10 men for our own stuff. And if we could use another maybe 6. Let's say 6. They converse with the men. Yeah, 6.
Hey, boss. We have good working relationship with these Connolly men. We've worked with them before. Good people, I'd say. Our workers seem to work well with their representatives in London. I'm sure it'll be the same here.
Oh, really? You've done some trading with them. What have they? I didn't know they had any business down towards that part of the Mediterranean. I've only heard of them doing stuff more in Central Europe. Really?
Oh. In London town, yeah, we have workers in London town, and we've dealt with them. Actually, recently, when was that, Mohammed? About a week ago, that we're actually trying to. Well, we heard that they left London area, so we're not quite sure and anything like that. But businesses come, they go. But it's good to hear they're doing well. I take they're still working out of here.
Yeah, they got that. They got an office down here. Even the location, yeah, it's down by the docks area. Then. Yeah, they apparently. I don't know how they did it. They somehow managed to get some kind of tinker or something. I don't know who they got into this, but started to go into the medicine trade. They're diversified. Yeah.
I think they did that in London, but we thought it didn't go well because they just kind of disappeared. But it looks like they landed on their feet here, so maybe they just expanded out.
What happened to them? What do you mean? What do you mean disappeared?
Well, just their offices shut down, and rumors start flying. We don't know if they went out of business or whatever.
No, this is doing just fine as far as I know. That office down there they got plenty of work because they do tend to really weird though. Is it usually I thought their main focus was the London trade and doing stuff on the continent, but that's interesting.
When did how long have you guys been dealing with them in medicine? Because we thought the same thing.
Oh, I know it's only been the last few, within the last year, I say. About 8 months ago, maybe 6. I'm not sure exactly. It was.
Where do you get your supplies from?
Ourselves, we get them from several different things. Basically, what we do is we act as a sort of an intermediary. Men hire us. We take their cargoes elsewhere. Now, normally which is actually why we were so lucky and we got fortunate for the work with the Connell brothers. Normally what they do is they ship their own stuff and they move it around. But luckily for us, we managed.
They're outsourcing, of course.
It's apparently, yes.
Interesting. And you've been just doing this for months now. You said it's coming into London and other cities, I imagine.
Yes, I can't say for sure what London. Really, I didn't know they did business in London. They have.
I just need to make sure we establish your reliability and work history as well.
Well, usually what we do is we do more along this side of the country. We do like West Coast. We trade like with Ireland, Scotland, Wales, England.
And you have some contacts we can back that up with, correct?
Oh yes. Yes. We have several men. If you want, we have a good history of reliable work.
Where are okay, I think, is that enough for you, boss man? And I'll look at Mitch.
That seems sufficient.
Now let's talk price. And what I want to do is hopefully try and use my finance to try and haggle with them on a cost of for the workers and everything, even though we're not doing anything with them at all. This is just.
So you want
just
like an advance?
Huh?
Like some in advance?
No. I mean, what I mean is, I want to haggle with them on the cost of okay, we're giving them workers. This is how much you're paying us, and like let's talk about price and like.
So basically, do the whole charade. Do the that. Yeah. Okay, so that would be give me a wits and finance for that.
Wits and finance.
Yeah, because you're trying to fool him somewhat using your what you know.
Well, if I'm fooling him, wouldn't that be manipulation?
I don't know.
I'm just trying to get my higher dice roll one.
Yeah, that would be.
I think wits is more suitable.
Yeah, so that manipulation and finance then for that. Difficulty 7.
I have one success. I have a 10 there.
All right, reroll it.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, so if you were actually going through the deal, you drive a good bargain. You drive a hard bargain. You talk it out, and yes. You both basically, if it was a real thing, you would both say, "Okay, we're getting." We would say it's a good deal on both sides.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for, is to make this as believable as possible that we're truly interested in this. I don't actually care because this is all fake. We're not actually striking a bargain with them. It's just an attempt to try and make them like, oh, I'm a reasonable person. Let's talk about costs and let's adjust this and well, how about this, and just back and forth kind of.
Okay, so you do all that, and yeah, you're successful.
Okay.
Well, I feel it. Pleasure doing business with you, sirs. He extends his hand, shakes.
You'll definitely be hearing from us.
Look forward to it, sir, and hope we have a good, long business relationship ahead of us.
Indeed, I'll have my representatives draw up the necessary papers.
And I'll get mine to do the same. Thank you for your business.
We'll shake hands and make our way out, or Pelham will make his way out of the pub.
Before leaving, I want to leave a lasting impression, so I'm going to be like, one more round on me!
Yeah!
Good business, I say.
Hello, folks. Have you ever wished you could have an easy way to find gameplay videos and podcasts, or just media in general that deals with your favorite White Wolf role-playing games? Or have you ever wished you could find a forum to share gameplay that you have recorded, one which wouldn't be drowned out by random posts and discussion, so that your media could get the attention you want? Well, we have the answer for you in a Facebook group we run called White Wolf RPGs Gameplay and Media. The group is specifically ran with the sole intent of it being a one-stop shop for people to view or share media involving the games we all love. We take thorough steps to ensure the page does not become cluttered and is easy to traverse. We are currently over 1,000 members strong, and we are continuing to rapidly grow with new media being shared every day. Stop on by. We hope to see you there.
High Level Games,
the industry's first choice in taking your games to the next level. We are a podcast blog and new media network at highlevelgames.ca. We have blog posts about all of your favorite games going up 5 days a week, and a podcasting network with actual plays and shows that discuss role-playing games, with more rolling out all the time. We are on iTunes, Twitch, and YouTube. Find out more information at highlevelgames.ca, a site that certainly isn't controlled by a shadowy board of directors of otherworldly origin. That's highlevelgames.ca.
Please, help. They're coming.
The mission seemed simple enough, don't they always? Simple sweep and flush out operation. We loaded them up in a hazmat tanker in Montreal and shipped them to a downtown warehouse in the Valley of the Sun. They would have been in and out in a few nights. Well, we wouldn't be telling the story if it all went as planned, would we?
I go ahead and I pop Wyatt in.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna run at him and do a sweet spin kick and knock his head off.
We're waiting to see whether or not the abomination kills us.
Shufflehead Chronicles is available on the Critical Hints feed. Search for Critical Hints in iTunes, Google Play, or any other podcatcher.
I don't think this is how. No.